So, Chapter 3. A lot of people are already vampires, and they're rolling luck to see which is the first in the circle today.
Shouldn't I do my XP stuff first?
Ah, yes. Yes. That is very true. I'm glad you reminded me. Um, so, Jacklord, what was Kirk's lesson from last episode?
Whoever attacked this house needs to die.
Okay. So, is that a case of him really hating them, or is it more a case of to protect his family?
To protect his family, mostly.
Okay, excellent. So, that's good. And which NPCs deserve XP points? You have two to assign.
Can I give my son the sheriff XP?
I'm gonna check. I think the sheriff might have gotten at least one. No, it doesn't look like she did. So, sure. Sheriff and your son. I think your son definitely got at least one. Check. No, apparently not. Nobody likes him.
F.
Unless Roll20 has glitched, but I don't have a recording for him. So, that's fun. So, let's see. Allied.
Hi.
When last we left off, your girlfriend had just been carried off and your sire was restraining you. We're gonna skip ahead, maybe an hour, when you've had a chance to calm down, and essentially she's taken you out of the apartment, and presumably you're walking in silence. She's giving you the opportunity to process things, but you're able to start a conversation earlier. But essentially, eventually, she is going to ask you what you actually know about vampires and how you think things work.
What is like I actually know about? Shit. What is the most like stereotypical common reply?
Garlic.
No, I drink blood would be the first one I'd think of.
Stake him in the heart to kill him.
Yeah, blood. They require blood to survive. Garlic is an annoyance. Steaks hurt like hell if you get one in the heart.
Well, one of those is right. Steaks are... well, they do hurt. But, they're an effective tool to paralyze someone. You get it through the heart, actually properly through the heart, not just, in the general vicinity. And important point, it has to be made out of wood. Doesn't matter what kind, but it has to be wood. And they're gonna just sit there until they either go dormant from lack of blood or until you pull the stake out. Other than that, the most important thing you might want to be aware of is sunlight and fire.
Oh, okay.
Those will fuck you up.
As in, like, you touch it and you just die, or like you touch it and shit, I'm on fire, it hurts.
I suppose. Come on, let's see if we can come up with something. She goes into an alley and looks around for a few seconds, pulls up some kind of dirty rag. I think this will do. Come here.
Okay.
She pulls out a lighter
Okay.
and lights it on one
Where is
end.
this going, Mom? What are you doing?
The rag starts to catch a flame, and I
Mhm.
need you to give me a courage roll at, say, a 5. But she's essentially waving it in your face. Okay, keep rolling. This is a
Okay.
Rotschrek check.
Oh, I have to get 5 successes on this. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you're good. And this is the first time. I think you might have felt something like it at one point when you had your war face on. But this is like
That-
a lot more intense than you're used to, and there's just this primal sense of, your lizard brain just kicking in and survival mode just turning on 110%. Fire bad. You just instinctively know you do not want this anywhere near you, ever.
I understand now. Fuck fire. And fuck the sunlight by extension. And if this is the
Sunlight is actually worse.
yeah, I figured that considering I want to run from just a rag of fire. The sun is my new arch enemy, isn't it?
You see that she's just smiling at you, and you see the rag, flames licking over her fingers, doesn't seem to be doing anything. Just casually drops it.
I want to ask a really stupid question. So wait, how come the fire wasn't? Do we just become adjusted to fires? We experience this existence more, or is there some
Well,
type of?
let me put it this way.
Uh-huh.
I am centuries old, and I have a selection
good
of
for that.
skills. This is something that needs to be learned through a great deal of effort. Once you do, yes, you can sometimes, in a limited way, tell fire to go fuck itself.
Interesting.
You, of course, you would have burned your hand badly, and it would have taken you possibly several nights to heal fully.
From that little amount of that's worrisome.
Prolonged exposure is the worst, even if it's a small area and a weak flame.
Huh.
So, if you have to be on fire, try to be not on fire as soon as you can. I put a
Understandable.
certain amount of effort in acquiring you, and I don't want to waste my investment.
I will make note of avoiding fire then for that.
Other than that, well, I suppose there is another important thing to consider. I expect you sensed that primal urge to flee when confronted with flame.
Yes.
Well, you do not want that part of you ever taking control if you can avoid it, because it tends to do stupid things. And part of that is making sure that you are well fed. Because I think there's a term hangry floating around these days. You don't ever want to be that. I'm not sure if I'm using it right.
Draco, what word did she try to use?
Hangry.
Hungry? I'm trying to figure out hangry. I'm trying.
There, like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think hungry is supposed to be the word, but oh well.
If you're not familiar with it, your character isn't either, and you're just confused.
Just pulled a fucking word out of the fucking left field.
I mean, an elder trying to pretend to be normal is gonna look weird on occasion.
She's telling you to look out for the Hungarian. Yeah, no, King, that's what I was thinking, but I'm trying to figure out where the fuck the Hungarians are. Like, I just nod his head like, alright. The
I-
beast is stupid things.
Don't even know all the beast.
My, my primal side does stupid things.
Yes,
Alright.
yes it does, and I expect you're not feeling too full right now. So, this is what we're gonna
Oh, yeah.
do. I'm gonna take you home to my domain for the moment, and I'm gonna show you a decent place to hunt. And for the next month or two, until you get used to your new existence, I'll let you hunt there. After that, unless it's an emergency, I'll expect you to stick to the areas open to everyone.
Alright. Gonna. Do we have like a map of where like everybody, all the other
I'll
people
let you know
have-
which neighborhoods are cool.
Cool.
Hey. So, she takes you to an, how much domain did I give her?
And before she has no fucking domain.
Oh no, she has 6 dots, so she has like...
Jesus. What?
She's not even the single most powerful domain. I think she's the second largest.
Wait, 6 dots in size? Jesus
No,
Christ.
6 dots total, so it would be like 4 size 2 security.
Okay.
So, what are your particular skills? In terms of feeding, generally speaking, once you have your fangs in them, it kind of blurs their memory and you're good to go, but you need to get close enough to do that somehow.
Huh. Really good with my hands.
Yes, I know, I've heard.
Heavy sweat. uh, that, huh.
Well, personally, I prefer convincing people to come with me. There's a lot of horny kids these days in the city. I do love the sexual revolution. It's making so much easier. But I think I know a couple of dark corners where you could probably grab an appropriate. And
When you
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna be like, when you talk, when you say about convince them to come with, was that part of what you tried to do with me back at the building?
No.
The
No, the
first meeting?
moment I met you, I was sizing you up for this.
So that's
you-
something different. Oh. Huh.
Here's the thing. Secrecy
Mhm.
keeps stupid fucks from trying to kill us. And while we could deal with 1 or 2 at a time, when you have 24 mortals with Molotovs on your ass, it gets awkward. We would rather avoid that. So, I think the term is snitches get stitches.
Yes.
Don't ruin it for everyone. Otherwise, well, I'm not the only powerful vampire in this domain, and even I couldn't protect you if you were a complete idiot, even if I was inclined to do so.
My guy like puts a hand on his shoulder. He's like, I may have to kill 2 humans then.
Oh, this is gonna be really amusing. She kind of puts her hand up to her chin. So,
We're both kind of doing the same thing. There's a priest that knows about a doctor one who tried to send me to a psych ward. And he made a phone call, and they're sending a professional to come investigate.
Oh, you managed to find hunters already. Oh, I'm so proud. Well done. Oh, this is a fucking problem, but well done. This is why you don't let a neonate run anything. Oh, we're gonna put that little shit over a barrel. Let's go save him from himself. He's gonna owe us. He's so gonna fucking owe us.
she thought about the milk, right, Draco?
Yeah. She's practically ecstatic at this news.
I mean, yeah, I guess saving because of distance would make him owe us.
Come on, we won't have to kill your priest. I might be able to just alter his memories.
Okay. That was about the priest, right, Draco?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, the issue is that I left him the name anyway, and I don't know where he hid that, in case I didn't return.
Don't. Okay. First, we're gonna get you fed. Then
Alright.
we're gonna grab a posse and we're gonna check out the church just in case there's fuckers there already.
Alright. So, I guess, Draco, is it time for me to roll like a hunting roll?
You can roll a dex, a stealth roll, to ambush someone. Actually,
Oh, fuck. For what?
Actually, given what you can do, I think that after it turns out that, provided you're willing to mention that you're not that good at ambushing,
Mm-hmm. I'm only good at shooting people from a distance.
She is gonna essentially... How would she go about this? Because that's a very rich part of town. Let's see what she might. Well. Damn, that's... It's interesting.
Damn, what? What?
I'm trying to figure out a way in which you could hunt that would allow you to do well. But okay, you're hunting in her domain, she knows the territory, she will tell you what to be careful of. Since you're going off of her instructions and don't necessarily know the territory yourself, you will get essentially one less bonus to difficulty than she would. So you can roll Dex Stealth at a 5.
Oh, whoa, shit.
Are you hungry, by the way?
I think that's also wrong because you have only 1 in stealth.
No, I have 2 in stealth.
You don't.
Oh, fuck, I do. Son of a bitch.
It's survival that you have 2 in.
I read the wrong fucking thing.
And no,
Alright.
he's not hungry. She did not. Okay, you managed to grab 2 people, and she has aspects, and she's an experienced vampire, so she tells you to essentially stop at 2 points from each. And tells you that, you know, that's about as much as you can take without them going to a doctor, and you don't want any sudden anemias in town right now, because there are a lot of people who have figured out that vampires might be a thing and are hunting for us. So every fuck up is under high scrutiny. So, don't fuck up. And if you
Alright,
do,
so better
let
stay.
me know immediately so we can fix it. You're just liable to make it worse if you screw up and try to fix it yourself.
Alright. Better safe than sorry,
Yes,
and then admit
yes.
that I fucked up. Alright, I can do that.
And
I
yeah,
can do that.
she is essentially taking you through the first few nights, but as part of that, what did I decide? I think I intended her retainers to be experienced ghouls. So she has like two highly trained assholes that she brings with her, and it does turn out that the name of the doctor, at least, has been passed on to the hunters. How much of a description did you give the priest?
Oh, I flat out told him about the doctor.
You told him
Like,
about it, but did you give a detailed description? Because I
yeah,
think
no,
the
I
idea.
told him. I did.
Okay, so he would have described him in general terms, but there was an idea that, the hunters would come back at some point and talk with you in person to get a first-hand account.
Yeah.
And then she is gonna, attempt to modify his memory as you watch. Okay then. So,
He no longer knows me.
well, he knows you, but she completely changed the description of the vampire that you supposedly were threatened by. So, essentially, she gets told that there's a team of 4 hunters who are looking for this doctor. Would you be willing to participate in dealing with them?
She's asking me this.
Uh, yes. The idea being that you would hopefully do this without killing them and just, brain fuck them if possible.
Brain. I don't know if I'm fucking capable of these. I I want to try. Like, she's gonna be there, right?
Yes, and
Yeah.
2 experienced ghouls as well. The idea being that you essentially help subdue them without killing them.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay then.
If she's gonna be there to help cover my fuck ups, then yeah, no, I'll try.
So, roll a luck die. Okay. So, we are gonna have, and assume that your blood is at like, essentially full for this because she knows hunters are not to be fucked with.
8th gen is a cap of what?
15.
18 blood?
15.
Oh, 15.
So, let's simulate out how this would go to some extent. Please roll initiative. I assume you're gonna try to non-lethally take them down.
That can still be melee, right?
If you're using a blunt instrument.
Yeah. When the fleshlight goes faster than the fucking veteran.
Well, that was a lucky one. So, let's see. Well, he can tell who the fucking leeches are. And, I think your sire is hanging back, getting ready to do the tentacly things. So, clearly a fucking vampire there. But you can't be that bad. So he is going to try and essentially chop you with his axe.
Oh shit, bro, what the fuck? Nigga, why you got an axe?
I mean, clearly this was a vampire plot all along.
Yeah, I know, clearly, right?
So, what would your approach to this happening be? Now, keep in mind, you can have enacted shadow play to make you harder to hit before this happens as part of preparation. It lasts for a scene.
I would have done that then, and I guess I want to just try to like dodge his act, and then like try to like knock him the fuck out.
Those would be 2 actions you would need to split.
Slip. Oh shit. All right. Fuck. Oh, I guess I just wanna. I guess I'll try to. Is disarm a thing?
It is, but you need to apply enough damage to the weapon hand to essentially beat his strength rating. This arm is fucking crap in World of Darkness.
Oh, okay then. Fuck, and I can't do this lethally. You said, right?
You can, but she would prefer if you didn't have to resort. I mean, she was essentially like, changed memories attract less attention than dead hunters.
So if I shot him, I just don't have to kill him, right?
Well, would you have a gun out then?
If she was okay with me wounding him that way and not killing him, yeah.
Except that police might get called if there's gunfire in a church.
Ah, fuck. All right, then yeah, no. I guess I'm just gonna try to. Fuck! I've backed myself into a fucking hole. I guess I'll just try to bash his fucking skull in.
Okay. Are you trying to go for a head punch or just a regular one?
Does he seem to be wearing like armor or something?
Probably not for this, because they weren't expecting necessarily to be immediately ambushed in the church. They just had their weapons on them.
Okay, then I will. Then I'm gonna. Yeah, no, Keegan, that's a valid point. This is VTM. Who wears? I forget that armor values are so retarded in VTM. I guess I'll just aim for the body at the moment.
Okay, go ahead and make your brawl attack then. Keep in mind, for the damage, you do have a potence dot.
Oh, that's right. I have 8 dice then. No, wait, no, I have 9 because I haven't spent blood to activate potence. I have 9 dice here.
It doesn't add to the attack roll, it adds to the damage roll.
Oh, okay. So then 8 at what?
8 at 6. This is a normal attack. Okay? 2 extra success, so you should be rolling 7 damage dice of bashing.
I should also have. God damn it! I'm not used to filling out specialties still. I don't have my specialties for brawl or strength. So, what is this then for damage?
7, if I'm counting right. So
7 dice at 6.
yeah.
7 dice at 6. Hey.
Okay. Luckily for you, they are kind of glass cannony, because you chop into vampires. Those whose physical went into stamina don't survive as long, because stamina is useless against vampires. Usually.
Yeah. Unless there's this one asshole fucking fletchling.
Okay.
I've been hit.
That should be +1. And you may soak. Okay, you soak. Meanwhile, The ghouls probably have some kind of clubs. And they are bashing the other hunters. So, seeing that this is happening, he's gonna present a cross at you and start backing towards the door, trying to fend you off to cover a potential retreat for his team.
He's not escaping.
He does have a cross. He might know how to use it.
He might, yeah. But I'm not gonna let him escape.
Okay. You want to make one more attack?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
2, 4. So 2, 4, 6, 8 at 6. Do 2 successes.
Okay, that's a hit, so that's 6 damage dice.
6 dice at 6. 3.
Okay. So you're kicking the crap out of him. He's gonna use a willpower point. What is your willpower?
8.
Okay. You're not driven back, but you feel the cross pushing against your will, and you can't bring yourself to advance closer to him either. Luckily for you, Mom is on this crap, and shadows wrap around this fucker in the doorway, not letting him, push it open and go outside. And yeah,
Is there a way to pass against that?
Generally, as a vampire, true fate is a bitch. Gunfire helps, though.
Okay. Well, I was told I can't shoot anybody, sadly, so.
Yeah, essentially at this point, you did good. This fucker is barely on his feet. The others are restrained. Mom pats you on the back, well done, and starts to dominate the memories out of these fucks.
You can revolve your hand and throw it. Ah, yes, a thrown weapon. Thank you, Nax.
That is true, you could do that. And, yeah, essentially, your mom is, at the moment, kind of happy with you, cause, that's at least a moderate boon with the Malprimogen for making this go away. Unless the negotiations go super badly.
Well, then we just kill them out, Cremagen.
Just shh, it's okay. I'm gonna use it to get a seat on the council myself. That's another vote in our favor. Prince won't be able to say no. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha, Mom. Yes, politics. I too understand what these are. With my 0 dots.
Okay, so who was next after that? Egan.
Yes.
So, you had your conversation with your potentially new dad. A couple of days after that, well, do you ever work during the night after that?
Probably not.
Okay, so you're being careful. Ooh,
Yes.
good. So, who would they send for this? You know, you. Or maybe, yes, that works. That kind of works. Sure, or maybe he would go himself. Does he have the skills for this? Sort of. So, give me a perception alertness roll, Keegan.
Oof.
Uh, yes, Allied, you can keep the axe and the cross. Actually, no, you can't, because Mom would send them out. And if they were missing their equipment, they would catch on.
Axes aren't expensive.
But yeah, you can definitely get an axe if you wish. Okay, you are probably relaxing, like in your bed or by the TV. And you heard a sound like the screeching of metal from your garage. You're in an apartment, right?
Yes.
Then you hear it coming from outside.
Well, I'm gonna get the gun.
Okay. Gonna rush downstairs.
Gonna cautiously rush downstairs.
Hey, give me a wits alertness to see how well you are covering yourself and keeping track of your surroundings as you're moving down to where the happenings are. Okay. Yeah. Seems like you're safe. And peeking out through the door, um, you're pretty sure that something's been done to the hood of your car.
Well, I'll have to deal with that in the morning.
Okay. So you're gonna check in the morning?
I mean, it's the middle of the night and somebody just scratched my car. Don't think I have that advantage right now.
Okay. Then you check in the morning. The hood of your car has been carefully carved to say, "One has fallen, one must rise." Given what you know now, that's probably a threat.
Yeah. You'll have to polish that out later.
It's like someone took a knife, stabbed it through the hood, and then carved it with greater than normal strength. You're probably gonna need to replace the hood.
Fucker. Okay. Well, that's not good. I'm gonna meet up with Tiff so we can talk about shit, because this is getting out of hand. I probably won't be able to do anything unless. Ugh. Basically, the past the couple days that have gone by, I've been spending them with Tiff, relaxing, watching stuff,
Mm-hmm.
covering Netflix and chill, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna talk with her. Things are getting out of hand.
I mean, I guess.
This is a lot bigger than I thought it was, and I don't know if I can protect you the way things are going right now.
Wait, what? Do you find something out?
Not exactly. I'm gonna have to make a lie check for that. No, I'm gonna lie. No, I haven't.
So what? Listen, Dad taught me how to use a gun. I don't need protection.
I think it's gonna be more. It's more complicated than that.
What is that even supposed to mean?
Some things you can't exactly kill with a gun.
What? Listen, you've been acting weird ever since Cole got hit by whatever. What is going on? What are you talking about?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Just pinches the bridge of her nose. Okay. Won't you try, and I'll try to not overheat my little female brain, okay?
Okay, I got attacked by a monster. Well, saved me, and now they're trying to recruit me. How does that sound for you?
So a gangbanger hit your dog.
No, more like, remember the movie Nosferatu we watched?
Yeah?
Like that, but surprisingly 2 times as ugly.
Wait, you lost me there. What?
A vampire.
Okay, Keegan, I'm gonna need an unlikely luck roll from you here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no chance. He has no idea. Ah, vampire. BJ, what drugs did the hospital give you?
Nothing strong enough for this shit.
Have you been taking the correct dosage?
Yes, I have.
Oh, I know what's going on. I
What do you
know
think's
what's
going on?
going on. It's fucking Jenny, isn't it? She's been slipping something into your food somehow. I'm gonna shoot that bitch. I'm going to shoot
Okay,
that
okay.
bitch. So help me, I will
have-
shoot her.
Okay, I haven't seen her in weeks. It's definitely not her. Listen.
That face when she was in your apartment last night,
Oh god.
watching you
Making
sleep.
sure. Oh jeez. Making sure I'm not bleeding out. Changing my bandages. I don't think she's that good, though.
She might have obfuscated. You never know.
Ugh.
Could be a goal.
Jeez.
Maybe that's how she manages to sneak around so well. She's just a Malkavian ghoul at this point.
Yeesh. I mean, that would be most likely one for me.
Oh,
Okay,
that's a good point, Yaxi, actually.
Oh. Oof.
Okay, DJ, don't take this the wrong way. But we're gonna go to the hospital because you're speaking crazy and I want to make sure you're not getting drugged. So we're gonna have them run a test.
I'm not drugged. Ugh, oh my god.
You literally told me that the vampire did what? Hit your dog?
And rip out my throat? Yes. Okay, just forget I said anything, alright? Listen,
Give
I'm gonna
me
do-
a manipulation empathy roll to get her to leave it?
alright.
Well, okay, fine. I'll leave it be for now. And,
Alright.
2 days later, Tiffany confronts you with your brother. Because he's a medical professional you can trust.
God damn it.
Him out.
I told you I'm fine. It's not like I'm just coughing up a lung or anything.
So, what has been going on with you? Tiffany said that someone hit Cole and you've been acting really weird, so tell me in your own words.
It's just the stress of it all. I'm sorry I overreacted. Too many late night movies,
Give
I
me
guess.
a manipulation subterfuge roll, because I don't think Keith is buying that. Not if Tiffany actually called him.
Oof, I have 2 dice and no manipulation. I mean, no subterfuge.
Right. It's still difficult 6. It's just talent.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, brother. I believe.
Um, you do?
Yeah. I mean, clearly, Tiffany is just worried, and you shouldn't hold it against her. She just gives him the stink eye, like, if looks could kill.
Oof.
Listen, if you do need to talk, or if you think you need help, you know you can come to me, right?
Yes, I know.
Okay. Good.
How's things with you going? We haven't talked in a while.
Good. Good. Lots of night shifts, you know how. Working my way up the ladder ever so slowly.
Life. How's the fiance?
Don't get to spend as much time with her as I might wish.
You'll find some free time.
Uh, Eventually, in a year or two, probably, but you know, bottom of the ladder get all the shit jobs. Never quite enough sleep.
Yeah, you're a smart kid. You'll be there in half the time. My little hey, you're my little brother. You're the one. God, I am tired. Excuse me. Ugh, can't think right now. That's both for both of us.
So, you hear him just assuming that you turn away, or you know, just move off to take a nap or whatever. You can hear him whispering with Tiffany, asking something about whether you'll get enough sleep. The fuck? How long has he been like this?
It's only been like half a week.
Well, I think at this point, since this is like 4 days after you met with the Bruja,
Hmm.
it's been at least a week since the attack by now.
Hmm. I'm probably gonna message him to meet me at the garage or my work so we can talk.
Okay. During the day?
Mm, yeah, he can come during the day, right?
Sure.
No, not during the day.
He can stop by after the shift. So the sun is gonna be up, but it's gonna be early, like 6:30, 7 a.m. most likely. So as he's heading home, he can step by.
Wait, who's
Like your
Would-
brother.
I I meant
Oh, you mean Frank? Who are you trying to meet with?
mm, the the new sire.
Ah, him. Yeah, he'll meet you at the garage. Sure. Um, yeah, he'll meet you the next night. Or you know, send him the contact you. I mean, probably this time he would have like another person with him, like a bodyguard. But they would, just stay out back.
Mm. I'm gonna tell him about the incident with my hood. Ask if it was the same things that attacked me. Who did it? The
Uh,
Nosferatu.
I, I honestly don't know. Uh, there's like
I mean, who?
8 or 9 clans, depending how you count in the city currently, and I think maybe 2 of them wouldn't do something this cheaply melodramatic. Other than that, it could have been anyone. But yeah, it's probably them.
If I don't go through with this deal, what's going to happen? Like, explain to me all the bad shit that will happen if we don't.
Honestly,
If I don't.
from judging from that threat, it sounds like they're gonna grab someone close to you and make them one of theirs. It seems pretty clear to me. Hell, they might even expect you to volunteer to prevent that from happening.
So I need to do this to protect my family. Hmm. This is all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah, and to make it worse, they are kind of well liked in the city, so no one's gonna call them out for being stupid cunts. Well, there's worse monsters out there than them, and they're kind of really popular now because they helped a lot with dealing with worse things.
There are worse things out there.
I know it's hard to believe, but yes, there are. Well, I might as well tell you. If you've seen, well, vampire movies in general, there's fuckers
Couple.
that would literally let the whole village, town, city, whatever, know what they are and just rule through terror, taking whatever they want.
Sounds like one of those towns you hear about in Africa that are ruled by warlords.
And you're not wrong.
Are those warlords vampires?
I wouldn't know about Africa personally, but Can you take a guess why Mexico is so fucked up?
And here I thought that was just Mexico.
I mean, yes, partially, but also that's where those fuckers came up from.
Hmm.
Never mind. Telling you.
If
I
I'm
mean-
gonna go through this, I want details, and I have certain conditions that have to be met if you want me to join you.
Okay. What would those be? Lay them out for me.
Starters. Okay, this is gonna sound stupid. I want the group of people who. Okay, for starters, no one touches my family afterwards. No one. Second, I want this vandalism to stop. Third, I want the group that attacked my dog to pay for the medical bills. I don't know who's in charge of this city or your organization, but I'm pretty sure they can have them deal with it. And right now, you're going to explain to me the process, how this is going to work, what's going to happen in the future, everything. Basically, I want to sit for an hour or two and have him explain everything that's going to happen, that's going to go on, everything that he can tell me.
Okay. He's gonna tell you that he can't 100% guarantee that those fuckers are gonna back off, and that's like the first thing he tells you. Like,
Yeah.
he's essentially his group is a lot stronger, and they're nearly as popular as those fuckers, but it's hard to judge because they stick to themselves and they might have a real stick up their ass about this one. But he's pretty high up, and they're unlikely to start a war over this, and the prince would probably be unhappy about this. As far as the dog insurance goes, he will happily pay for that himself if you wish, because those fuckers, they don't have a great deal of cash, and getting them to pay for that, especially since the one that actually did it is dead, is gonna be hard. And then he gives you the basic idea of several clans working together under a prince who settles disputes, and just running things from the shadows. Just explains the basic idea of the Masquerade in a Camarilla city.
Okay. All right.
And essentially also tells you that he essentially sits on the council along with the leaders of the other clans in the city.
And what about the whole turning thing? It's gonna have to kill me then.
Yes, unfortunately, that does seem to be how it has to work. As far as I know, uh, generally you have to be dead, or at least your heart has to have stopped, and then it's a case of within the first half hour while the body is still warm, it's a sure thing. You get beyond that. I've heard of some people getting turned, I think maybe a day or two after, but sometimes there's weird side effects. Or so the rumors go if you wait that long, but you won't need to worry about that in your.
Hmm. All right. So this is the best way to. It's the best way to defend.
I mean, you
family.
could always join them, but I don't think that you would enjoy that a great deal.
Probably not.
You,
Especially
yeah, your best bet is to have the backing of someone with a decent amount of power, and your girlfriend, and by that I mean, the weird chick whose car you fixed. she's a good
Yeah.
bet for that. I can help you out too. Uh, and you have 3 options, and 2 of them, I assume, kind of just stick in the throat.
Yep. Okay, give me 2 nights, and I'm gonna do a very heavy sigh. Meet me back here in 2 nights, and then we can go through with this.
Okay. I will let everyone know that you're under my protection then. Make sure they leave you alone.
Good.
Yeah, this should be fine for maybe a week or 2 at most, but after that it's, they're probably gonna start trying to challenge that. It's only gonna stick for so long.
All right. Shh. Okay. So right now, I'm gonna slam my hand on the table. I'm gonna put my hand in position for arm wrestling. I'm just gonna look at him.
He just smiles at you. Oh. And he proceeds to start blood buffing to 6 because he doesn't have that much impotence.
I'm gonna look him right in the eyes and say, no bullshit. If he wants respect, he's gonna have to do it. No bullshit.
Okay, fair enough. I figure you're probably stronger than me, but I'm probably a great deal faster.
Pretty boy.
We all have our strengths. But by all means, sure. So you want
So
to
what
make
is
like
this?
a contested strength brawl check with him?
Yes.
You're gonna be so fucking good.
Oof. I thought he had charisma and.
No, I mean he sucks at this.
Oh, of course. That's.
But yeah,
That's the
go
thing.
ahead. Let's roll off. Yeah!
Okay, let's see if I break his arm. If I get a lot of successes. It's strength brawl, right?
Yeah.
Oof.
Hey. Yeah, you're able to beat him. I mean, he's clearly not an office worker based on his strength, but he's not what you might expect a super strong vampire to be like either.
Strength etiquette. All right. I'll probably botch if I did that. Okay, let me just roll it for fun. I'm not doing this for real.
Okay, sure.
Watch me perfect successes. Do it, Keegan.
Oh wait, I don't have etiquette. Never mind.
Dang.
All right, I'm just gonna shake his hand and nod. So in 2 nights.
Well, do you wish to know what other abilities we might have? I could give you a rundown of what you might expect.
You can spend another half hour for him to explain.
Okay, and he's essentially gonna... I think he's probably gonna show you his coordination, and essentially he has enough celerity that has like 10 dice in his Dex Athletics pool, so
Jeez.
he's definitely is a fast fucker, and you can see that he's like a world-class gymnast on that roll.
Jeez.
And he will also demonstrate like Presence 1 on you, just to show you that, you're not just gonna be an ugly fucker in his case, but are gonna be able to, draw people to you.
If I have the dice for that.
Yeah, no. Presents, bitch!
Oof. You look so nice in that jacket.
Yes, he does. Yeah, no, that's actually pretty accurate. He's like a movie gangster instead of a real one. Well,
So,
uh,
this is bend
let-
out rebar.
no, he doesn't do that.
Oof, wimp.
Well, um, just let me know when you're ready. It doesn't have to be 2 nights from now. You can take a few more nights, but I can't guarantee that you're gonna be left alone much longer than a week.
I understand. Fuck. I'm gonna go get the bag where I was hiding it.
Okay?
I'm gonna drop it in front of his feet. We might have a small issue.
Oh boy. Okay. Pokes his head in there. Yeah. That's her, right? That's not another one.
I wish it was another one. Yeah, it's her or whatever it is. And this was before I met you, so I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what was going on, and I told a friend of mine who's a detective about this. So
Is he
we need
gonna keep quiet about it?
at the moment, I think he's pretty quiet, but
Okay.
I
How
mean,
about we...
I,
How about you just keep talking to him and... Hell, you can even open up to him a little, but just keep an eye on him and we might need to modify his memories if he starts getting, out of control. Just... We'll keep it on the down low. You have enough attention on you as is. Don't want people trying to, air quotes, fix this for the city's population. Us.
yeah,
But yeah, thanks for telling me. It's, just, having a police contact is even one that is especially one that's kind of okay with what you're about to become. If you can get him there, could be valuable. You just, need to keep an eye on him.
I'll try to do that.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Do you want to return this or just pick up the skull from the pile? Do they want it back, or they gonna bury it, or do you guys not care about your dead?
um, I it depends a lot on the individual question. How about I put this somewhere safe? They can probably read her last moments from this. At least some people can, and maybe that might need to come up, and we can, try and prove that she was really asking for it to get them to chill the fuck down if they don't otherwise. But I think we just sit on this, keep it safe in case we need it for some reason, and I can just I don't know. I can think of a safe place or two to put.
All right. I was thinking, wanted this as a trophy, as I just
Well,
look
if
at the
if we
skull.
ever need to insult their clan, we'll toss it in an appropriate place, possibly at their faces.
All right.
So you just armed him with a diplomatic insult. Okay then.
Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna go meet up with. I'm gonna go Tiff's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'm stressed out, so we're gonna fuck.
Okay.
Do I need to roll
Essentially,
charisma?
No, you can. You...
I
Okay,
mean,
so
I don't know if she wants to fuck a crazy guy.
you can probably convince her, but sure. So you're essentially living up your last days as a mortal.
And in his words, yes, he's doing that. In my mind, I want to get her pregnant before I get turned.
Keegan, I'm sorry, but she's secretly on the pill.
Ah, fuck.
Roll a luck die. Maybe she forgets.
No, it's not gonna be a thing. No.
Okay. Ah, okay, fine. Nay, jeez.
So who was
I mean-
next on the list on the initial luck rolls? Jekyll or Nyaxi?
I don't remember actually.
Okay, roll off between the two of you then. Demi, you can join in as well to see who goes next. 1d10s.
I could check really quick if you want.
Don't bother. Okay. So, Demi.
Wait, so it's me?
Yeah, lowest wins.
Heavy sweating. Now I hate to, stop the narrative, but considering I didn't do anything, what do I do?
In terms of starting dots, let's
Yeah,
arrange
'cause I
that
don't
right
want to
now.
go.
Fill in one for all of your clans.
Yeah, okay.
Then you get
Done.
an extra dot of social. Here, manipulation is good for La Sombra.
Yeah, I'll put that in manipulation, and another one was gonna go to the secondary, and after some long, hard thinking, I was thinking perhaps intelligence 4. I'm a smart boy. Also finance.
Okay. So, finance is not gonna be a thing because you have just spent your initial dots in there, and you can't use those to go past 3. But you do have 2 dots in knowledges, so maybe all the training you've been kind of ignoring that your father has been teaching you starts to come back, and you get extra law and politics if you're okay with that.
Sure. So I was gonna go for either +1 academics or something, but yeah, no, I could put that in. Let's go in law. And the other one goes into, yeah, let's do fucking politics. But at
Okay.
the same time, like, that's 2 XP out of character. I want to kill myself.
You can leave one of those at the 1 if you wish, and take academics to 3. That's
Yes, I am a learned man, maybe.
as far as these, I think your sire would probably insist for skills that you learn the basics of either handling a firearm or handling a knife, because sooner or later you're gonna have to defend yourself.
Let's do a gun. I
Okay.
think that's a more modern alternative. And I think I do gain 2 in, was it? Yeah, 2 in talents as well, right?
Yes.
I think athletics might be good, eh?
You can do that, sure.
And for the last one, not sure if I get intimidation or empathy.
Given how the La Sombra blood is, getting a more instinctive understanding of how to intimidate people and project your will makes sense.
Yeah, let's put an intimidation then.
And
Sweet.
your sire will arrange for you to have a shiny new magnum of your very own.
Wow. Thanks, sire.
But yeah, that's what eventually kicks in. In the meantime, we're gonna skip essentially back to where you are just turned. You wake up. You are on the floor. Last thing you remember is your
Getting jumped.
now sire sleeping at you.
Am I just on the floor or on the bed? Where am I?
You're on the floor.
I wake up, get up, sort of, how do I feel?
Pretty good. It had been a long day and then a traumatic night. You feel perfectly healthy, like you do when you first get up in the morning. Pretty energized.
Huh. Is anybody around me?
Nope.
Right. I'm just gonna get up, clean myself, and well, look at myself like what the fuck happened, and did I feel the bite that she did on me, or just a leap?
You last thing in your memory is seeing her coming at you, fangs extended.
Right. Is there a mirror anywhere?
Uh, you can look for one. Also, please set your blood pool to a 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to a mirror and look at myself.
Give me a perception investigation to look over the apartment.
Well, I don't have investigation.
Allied, you're his uncle, actually.
Uncle Allied.
Sammy, you're up.
His mom is your sister.
Oh shit.
I don't have
Aw.
investigation. So what's the difficulty?
I'll let you roll at just 6, because, you know.
Looking
Okay.
for a mirror. Bot. God bless.
Okay. How do you botch on looking around?
Is it daytime? Did I wake up during the day?
No, because then you would die happily, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like just an empty apartment. There's just... Only thing you find is like a set of keys on the table. Probably for this apartment, that's it.
Huh. Weird. Well, I kind of was like told to sort of sit around and wait. Like, there's nobody here. I'm just going to, entertain myself a bit while waiting.
That no longer works, Demi.
I didn't mean it like that.
No, it still works. He just has to spend a blood point, remember?
I meant TV or fucking even newspapers, even if the TV isn't working. If there is a
Okay.
TV.
There's probably a TV. Not as good a one as you're used to, but there is a TV.
Let's just turn it on and just really just wait, because it's pretty empty here.
Okay. How long are you gonna wait?
Let's wait for about half an hour to an hour.
Okay. You do that, and as you're waiting, you're starting to realize that, you're feeling kind of thirsty, kind of peckish, kind of hungry. Nobody arrives.
While looking for a mirror, did I find the kitchen, if there is one?
Yes, you go into the kitchen. You do not find a mirror.
Well, okay. I look into the fridge.
Okay. Roll a luck die for me. Okay. Fridge seems pretty empty.
I'll just get myself. Well, for the time being, I'm thirsty, so I'll just get myself a glass of water if there's nothing to eat.
Okay. You drink a glass of water. About 5 seconds into trying to drink it, you realize, yeah, no, that's coming up. And you spew it back into the sink.
What the fuck? Do I feel... Am I still thirsty?
Still thirsty.
I check the water. Does the water look contaminated and I just didn't notice?
Give me a perception alertness roll on the water.
Difficulty?
Well, given that this would normally be perception science, like a 9, to tell with the naked eye that the water might be contaminated, there is no way to tell.
Right, let's just leave the water for now and fucking hell, I'm thirsty. I have nobody's number. Just literally nothing. Just fucking look for something around the house.
Okay, give me another perception investigation roll, this time at 8.
Woo.
Okay. On the third time, when you're just poking at the fridge, you decide to open the little shelves that are under, that are closed off for like vegetables and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a good 6 or 7 blood bags in there. It says that they're from one of the Houston hospitals, in fact. The labeling is still on them.
Sort of recalling what the fuck happened, like, let's just leave that there for now.
Okay.
I have literally nobody to actually fucking contact. Where am actually no, I do kind of remember where I.
You're in the
Where
same
I
safe
was.
house apartment that she met you in.
Yeah. God fucking bless. Is there a balcony maybe?
Not really. There's a window that you can open.
I don't know, let's just open it, get some fucking fresh air, and just see what's happening outside for a moment. It's like, what do I fucking do?
Okay. You open the window. There's faint sirens in the distance. Other night sounds of the city. But it seems like it's pretty calm outside. It's probably late by now, like 3, 4 a.m.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's really nothing I can do. It's like, I don't want to, like, if my employees, sort of say, in this La Sombre group thing, I'm just going to stay here for now.
Okay. Eventually, morning does approach. Sky is getting lighter. There's this glowing sensation inside you that you need to find safety.
How about we do?
Okay. It's probably like a 2-room apartment. There's like a living area, bedroom, and a kitchen area.
Let's check the bedroom first.
Okay. This does seem to be light secured, and looking at like the shutters that and heavy drapes that have been pulled down, yeah, it looks like there's something similar on the living room as well. So,
Well, and I mean, I'll just tuck myself into, a comfy bed. Like, if I can use a fucking bed, I'll use a bed rather than a couch.
okay. You tuck yourself into the bed and you
Lovely,
fall
lovely.
asleep. Take down a blood point for waking the next night.
Yep.
Mom still doesn't appear to be here, from what you can tell.
For fuck's sake. I guess I'll just. So this was a safe house one. Where did I? I know there has to be. There was another place where I met somebody else, wasn't there?
Yes, you were at Tyler's place. Do you wish to go back to Tyler?
Let's not thinking about it now that was Tyler's place. Fuck. I guess I'll just take a walk actually on this fresh fucking night.
Okay. You go outside and take a walk. Wonderful. Yeah, it's weird, cause now you're starting to realize that there are moments where you just forget to breathe. And nothing bad seems to happen.
Right. Wait. What year is this? Just so I can know if how.
2012.
Right. Can't remember 2012. Wi-Fi and smartphones. How far is that yet now?
It's a thing. Wi-Fi might not be quite as universal as it gets a bit later, but yeah, you are definitely rich enough a kid to know how to use a smartphone and to have one.
Yeah.
Though
okay.
yours is probably, if not dead, then running low on battery by now.
Fucker, I don't have. My charger's left at fucking home, isn't it? We'll do a little amount I can while I'm sort of walking, enjoying the night. I'm just going to see about googling some things like from what I've seen and things, aka things like what is this La Sombra group or something, or fucking
Okay,
just vampires in general.
give me a perception investigation on vampires.
Fucking perception investigation difficulty.
Given that you don't have it, an 8. You could substitute computer if you had that, but you don't.
If I had. Hey.
Okay. Nothing so much on La Sombra, but you do find some Wikipedia articles on the vampire myth. Sunlight, bad. Stake through the heart, bad. Garlic repels them, so do crosses, and just...
Right, standard shit.
Yeah, essentially. You have a write-up of the standard weaknesses and a lot of misinformation thrown in among them.
Where do I fucking...
You feel even hungrier than last night, actually.
I think, wait a second, 7 minus 4. I think I'm right on the
Yes.
threshold of hungry, yeah.
No, you are hungry once you hit that. You need to be above
yeah.
that to be safe.
Well, considering that, I mean, I'm taking a walk and, like, the safe house is there and whatnot. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna be probably just going through my head things, like, probably take a good long 1 or 2 hour fucking walk before I come back home.
Okay, then I'm gonna need a luck roll.
Of course. Yeah, boy.
Okay, well, this doesn't seem to be the single best part of the town. So, you stumble into someone who's, coming out of a bar with apparently a fresh nosebleed from getting punched in the face. So I'm gonna need self-control rolls. I think sight of blood or smell of blood, either one of those was like a 4, and you're having both, so give me frenzy checks.
Difficulty 4?
Actually, we can make this a narrative thing, because you have 4 self-control, and you just have to take like half a minute as the hunger threatens to overwhelm you just at the sight of blood.
What's the feeling that I get? Is it just like, regular hunger, or is it something more...
There's a darker
insatiable?
edge to it. It's there's hunger, there's thirst, and it feels like almost as if you're dying and something inside you is screaming to get it because that's what will keep you alive. And there's also that edge of rip, tear, kill, take it now to it.
I mean, I'm going to try and, fucking resist that. I'm not letting into it. And after, researching a bit and then sort of getting the feeling...
Okay, the dude gives you a look and just, as you're trying to control yourself, just goes, "What you looking at, pretty boy? Are you giving me the stink eye?"
I'm just gonna give one more look at him and just sort of just try and get away from him. Not like, spawn
Hey,
or something. Just...
hey kid, you sure you're in the right part of town?
just keep on going.
Hey, how about that jacket?
Speed up a little bit. Speed walking, boy.
Okay,
And
he doesn't seem to chase you. Not worth the trouble. He's too drunk and his jaw hurts too much.
let's go back to the safe house. I mean, I think with 4 intelligence, I think I might actually start realizing a little bit what the fuck's going on.
You knew that they were vampires. The other La Sombra, she showed you her fangs. They were pretty clear about what.
Yeah, I
you
know.
were,
It's
so-
it's just the truth that I'm trying to avoid, essentially. But I think it's gotten to the point where seeing what just happened, it might get dangerous.
Okay.
So let's go home. Well, not my home, the safe house home.
Okay, you go up there. Get back in the apartment. Nothing seems to have changed while you were gone.
Sort of mentally prepare myself for like 5-10 minutes and just go like, guess I have to do it.
You actually have to hold yourself back from immediately rushing there, and it's weirder how normal it feels to you, how right it feels, rather than actually being weird and having to nerve yourself up. And you're more, weirded out by the eagerness that you feel.
I know. I'm just going to get a glass and try and see about getting that blood out of there and just like take just a glass of it, not actually just drinking pure from the blood bag.
Okay.
Half a glass of it.
Give me a self-control roll at 7, actually, because you're new to this and you're deliberately trying to sip it and do a very limited amount. Okay, keep rolling. The frenzy thing. Okay, keep rolling. Okay.
Damn.
You have to fight yourself every step of the way to not just rip into every single blood bag you have. But you probably aren't able to stop yourself from, consuming the whole blood bag, but you're able to do it in like 3 goes, and just pouring half a glass or whatever each time and just slowly sipping it. And you feel like you've kind of won a moral victory, but at the same time...
Yeah, I'm forced to drink blood, and it's like, it's so good, yet it's so wrong, and what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, it doesn't smell as good as what you sensed from a living person either. And it's still fucking amazing.
Let's, yeah, no, just...
You can add a point of blood to your system, by the way.
I know, I'm just going to, just leave the blood bag, not leave the blood bag there, just like, there's a, I don't want to put it in a trash bin. I'm gonna sort of put it in a sort of like just a corner of a cupboard or something.
Okay.
It's gonna smell so bad, but I don't even care. Just like I have to hide it. But yeah, no, just that. Clean the fucking glass, definitely, and just go like, contemplate my life decision right now that I just enjoyed a drinking blood.
That was
Why?
probably for the children's cancer ward too.
Thinking.
So, this is gonna probably continue as you slowly explore the limits of your new state for the next couple of nights with some kind of supply of blood to keep you going. And eventually, like 3 nights in, your mom is gonna arrive back and ask you, why the fuck didn't you call her? And eventually you're gonna find a note which somehow you had kicked under the couch when you originally explored the apartment, which tells you about the blood in the freezer, and that gives her phone number, essentially saying that once you've, gotten used to your new situation, are ready to talk and learn more, you should call her.
Well, I'm just gonna have that sort of like like 10 seconds, just look dumb face and like, huh. And then go back like, Well, I've been here, drinking the blood bags that I found. How
There's
do you-
like one
how do you-
left by the time she gets back. Because you probably try something that spends blood as well.
Yeah. How do you manage it? I've been fighting the surge this entire time, and how do you do it?
She checks how many are left. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I figured that would last for about a night of proper experimentation. Are you having an eating disorder?
Aw.
No, I'm just
Listen,
drinking
you're keeping yourself in a half-starved state. Of course you're gonna be, a bit
I-
eager to bite into anything you can grab hold of. It's normal. You shouldn't let yourself. Well, you shouldn't stay in this state. You should keep yourself better fed. Is the point.
I
It gets easier if you're fuller. A lot easier.
I didn't want to just use it like that, but I did almost. But I managed to hold myself stern. I took a walk a few nights ago, and a man out of a bar just came out, and it was so delectable.
Did you
But
kill
yet-
him?
No, heavens, no, no, no. It's
I hope you weren't seen feeding, because that would be kind of. Well, better to avoid that. It leads to trouble.
no.
I mean,
didn't-
I said that on the note. It's just that you managed to lose it.
I didn't so far drink anybody. Just the blood bags.
Okay. So no wonder. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. She goes to the fridge, tosses you the last blood bag. Okay, down that. We're gonna show you how to hunt. Come on.
Right. Since this is kind of standard procedure for me now, I'm just gonna just put it in the glass, just down it 2 times, and the fucking thing.
You look at your siren. She's just eyes closed, face palming.
Hey, glass. I know she's gonna judge me, but hey, it's a glass. I'm not drinking straight out of blood bag.
If you're gonna try and fake that posh crap, there's wine glasses in that cupboard.
I'm not faking it. I just don't want to.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. The Toreador gonna love you.
Right. Let's go.
Yeah, and I think the first one is probably gonna lure someone out by pretending to be easy, and then just. I mean, she probably wouldn't kick them in the nuts, because with her strength, that's kind of beyond cruel.
Jesus Christ.
But she's essentially gonna swiftly subdue a mortal and present him to you in a knocked out state for you to feast upon.
Is there a better way of doing this?
I mean, there is. I just figured you might want to take your time until you learn how much to take and when to back off.
I
He's-
presume that taking too much is bad, correct?
Well, yes, blood loss can lead to death, and
Yes.
killing people is kind of a downward spiral thing. You don't want to do that unless you really have to.
So do I just bite in? Like,
Okay.
does it have to be on the neck or?
Where anywhere there's a vein. I mean, you bite the jugular, he's probably gonna bleed really fast, so I would recommend against that. You can try at the wrist, and I'm gonna keep an eye on him, and I'm gonna tap you on the shoulder twice when you need to start slowing down, and 3 times when you need to stop. Okay?
Okay. Just just make sure I don't go overboard because I've already felt the urges. And I'm going to bite in.
Okay.
At his wrist. But first, awkwardly like see how I'm gonna actually bite him, and then sort of just bite.
Yeah, it's like that. It feels like it should be awkward, but there's part of you that's like, laser sight. There's the artery right between the tendons. Bite in, pierce through, open him up.
Oof. By the way, just noting, when I drank that last blood bag, am I at 5 or 4 blood pool? I should be at 5, right?
Yeah, just consider yourself at 5 for this.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to start slowly if I can.
You can, but it's like with the glass, you have to hold yourself back every moment.
Yeah. I'm going to try and do that and see how much I can work with the flow, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, it gets easier to control yourself once you take the 2 points, and she's probably gonna, once you're on the edge of taking 2, she's gonna tap you twice, and once you're at like 3, she's gonna just rapidly tap you 3.
Yeah, and I'm going to, if she tapped me 3 times, I'm just going to, try and step away.
Yeah, no, lick the wound shut. You don't want him continuing to bleed.
I do as she says. What happens?
The wound seems to close. See, as long as you don't do too much damage, you can cover your tracks, so to speak. There's a bit of blood there. You probably want to wipe that off so he doesn't catch on. You should have like a handkerchief on you. I mean, I would usually just lick it up, but I figure you wouldn't be comfortable. You just lick it up. Just clean it off. I shouldn't encourage bad habits.
I'll do a combination of a handkerchief and licking it off.
Okay. And yeah, she's gonna assist you maybe with the second one, and she's gonna this time let you try and judge when you want to stop, and she's gonna tell you that, when she tapped you twice, that's about how the most you can take without them noticing that something is wrong or feeling, sick in a way that will, make them freak out. This one is probably gonna try and go to a doctor.
Right. Okay. So we're doing another one now? Out of character.
Yes, this time,
Okay.
you can
Myself.
you can try and hunt yourself, and she tells you about how the kiss stuns them, and you can just try a seduction thing of some kind. So like a charisma expression. And you can essentially roll at 6, because, well, you're probably in like one of the clubs that are in the common areas, and she is, backing you up, making sure that you aren't bothered, etc., disturbed.
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna do a charisma expression. See, I haven't seduced or tried in a while, but I feel like I'm confident enough. So let's try. So difficulty 6, you said?
Yeah. Okay. I think you can easily take another 4 blood points for that.
Oof. Yeah, and same as always, just trying to learn how it works, the flow, and just when she tapped me twice, just stop there.
Yeah, she probably kind of keeps one eye on you, but she's letting you try and guess the right moment.
Yeah. After doing the first or even second, I mean, I just want to myself check, like, just see if they're like okay. I'm not a medicine, guy in medicine, but I just want to see if they're like
They
okay.
seem kind of out of it, like they've been drugged or gotten drunk.
Well, they don't seem in danger, correct?
Yeah, they're
just
the guy that she subdued seemed pretty fucking pale when you left him passed out in the alley, but these people are still able to function, yeah. And this is probably similar to how your education with her is gonna go. She's gonna leave the safe house in your use for at least a couple of months, and she's, essentially gonna step by every second or third night, spend like half of the night with you, telling you things, teaching you things, giving you the basics, and the rest of the time, you can be on your own.
Right. And if we're going to do it like that, then I mean, I'd like to see how much I can, learn about, their group, the dealings, the lore, essentially, out of character. But
She
when
tells you she gives you a basic idea about your powers and the clan philosophy of essentially respecting strength and demanding strength from the people around you and from yourself, but she doesn't go into a lot of history for a variety of reasons, and essentially you have other things to focus on at the moment. You'll essentially get to that.
Yeah, okay. And while I'm alone, I just want to see about, trying to see what this new body can do. It's like if I'm theoretically, I think she told me that I'm theoretically dead, essentially, right?
Okay. Yeah. At one point, you get mugged. And you fake being dead after you get stabbed twice.
Ow, that hurts, doesn't it?
It hurts a fair bit, though not as much as you might expect from similar amount of damage when you were immortal. And afterwards, when they have taken your wallet and you're now probably recharged phone, because she would have eventually brought you a charger, you're able to just get up, heal, and, well, shit, now I don't have any money.
I still have 50,000 in the fucking on my bank account. It's
Yeah,
okay.
once you
Daddy-
get access to that, it's good.
Daddy
Daddy provided.
Scotty. Yeah, and just trying to, since this is going to have to be sort of a way of life at this point, I'm going to basically try and do the rinse and repeat tactic of hunting and trying to see, if I'm going to have to be seducing people and things, let's work on that a little bit, eh?
Yeah. Okay. Um, that's good. We'll do another circle where we are discussing how everyone's education reaches the point where they are ready to join as a coterie.
Right. Okay then.
But why don't we take a quick break here, because the spiciest ones are yet to come.
Oof.
And give me a roll of Jackal or Naxi to see who goes first after the break. Perfect. As I wanted it.
Oof.